My name is Uboho and I am from Akwa Ibom State. Before now, I used to be a teledoc technical support team member, and then I found Learn2Earn. I'm very passionate about technology, and when I found Learn2Earn, I felt this is the place for me to be, and that's why I found myself here. What I'm passionate about tech is a lot. I mean, I wasn't a technical person from the beginning. I studied mass communication, but somehow I found myself working in a cybersecurity company, and this made me to study cybersecurity. So I took a crash course in cybersecurity. There is more to cybersecurity beyond the governance, risk, and compliance. The coding aspect wasn't something I thought I wanted to go into because I felt it was more technical than I could handle. But then when Learn2Earn came and I got into the scene, I found out that this wasn't as difficult as it seemed from the outside. So I put in all the work and here I am. I learned about Learn2Earn at the Moonshot by Tech Cabal event, where I attended Uboho's session, and he spoke about it. After that event, I started following him on LinkedIn, and he wrote a post where he mentioned Learn2Earn, how you can get into Learn2Earn by playing the game, and I felt like, okay, this is just playing the game, why not just give this a try? I went ahead, went to the website, and I played the game. Thankfully, I was able to pass, and I got into Learn2Earn. The best thing that has happened to me since I joined Learn2Earn is that I think my problem-solving skill has improved better than it was, because you're faced with challenges that you've never met before, you're faced with problems that you've never encountered before, and then you have to break them down and start solving them. Not just solving them grammatically, but also solving them in programming language. So this has really helped me to build my problem-solving skill. My journey in Learn2Earn has been a lot, and I would say challenging is one of them. It has been really challenging. Getting to work on tasks that I have never come across, especially having to code because I have never coded before. So practically, I came in to Learn2Earn with zero technical knowledge on coding, and it's been really challenging getting to understand the coding syntax. I mean, I could, write pseudocodes because I feel like, or I know that I am good with English, interpreting things in English. So it was easier. It would have been easier if it was me having to write it or interpret a task, a problem in English. But having to interpret it in programming language was a lot, but thankfully the way the program is structured, you get to learn with your peers. So having to learn with my peers has really helped my journey because I can ask questions, I can talk to people who already have probably basic knowledge in coding, people who understand these things better than I do, and I have progressed very well, I must say. Okay, the assumptions I had about learning before joining the program, I would say I didn't really understand how pedagogy worked until I got into Learn2Earn. And getting into Learn2Earn really opened my eyes to how helpful pedagogy can be. I mean, the traditional university teaching or traditional way of learning where you have to come to class and your lecturer just, passes on the information that he has to you, and you just take it all in. If you like, you go home and do your homework. If you don't, you just study for your exam, like we will call it la cram la pour. But here you have to learn and unlearn, relearn everything that you know. You have to learn with your peers. You have to work together as a team. You have to learn to communicate better. You have to learn to be a team player and not just do things on your own. I would say the advice I would give someone watching this is just give it a shot. You never know where and how you would achieve that dream that you've always wanted. When I was playing the game, I didn't think that I would get in because it wasn't something that I thought that I could do, but I gave it a shot. So I would say just give it a shot, and I am rooting for you always.